Alright, hello everyone. So I wanted to make a quick video here because it's quite a bit I wanted to say, don't want to type it out. This video is kind of just for the little chat I got going on, but I figured might as well just kind of post it anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the stock that shall not be named, and then give you a bunch of names for other tickers. So it's funny. So at around like 4:45. GME released a surprise earnings report, and yeah, it turns out to be insane. So I kind of wanted to go through it super quick. Funnily enough, I had a little order placed that didn't hit. I put it at the near the bid today, didn't hit. Stayed just a bit above, so didn't fill, but that's all right. We still have other ways. So if you notice with GME in general, there's always some crazy funny headlines and articles, and I feel like that's how you know it's a stock worth paying attention to. Um, but anyways, aside from that, let's go over quickly the first quarter 2026 results, and this is insane actually. Let me pull it up from their website because it's a little better displayed here. So let's quickly go over the first quarter highlights, and as I read this, you might start to realize this is not a joke anymore. So, and it hasn't been for some time now, but back in the day, yeah, it was kind of a piece of poop. But anyways, nowadays, GameStop is yeah, popping off. So let's see what we got here. Highest quarterly net income in GameStop's history of 389.6 million. This is the highest first quarter operating income in GameStop history of 143.3 million. Net sales grew 14% YOY, driven by collectibles, cash, marketable security, digital assets, and relatable receivables, and collateral pledged for derivative assets of 9.7 billion. And let's quickly look over the overview here. So net sales were 835.3 million for the first quarter. This is compared to 732.4 million in the last year's first quarter. So that's where their 14% essentially came from. SGA, not Shy Gilgis Alexander, but selling general and administrative expenses were 201.6 mil for the first quarter compared to 228.1 mil. We got operating income, which is 143.3 million for the first quarter. Highest first quarter operating income in GameStop history, as previously said in the highlights, compared to an operating loss of 10.8 million. So they went from minus 10.8 million operating income, like a loss, to a gain, a positive of 143 million. That's something. That's insane actually. This is excluding impairment and other items. Adjusting operating income was 140.5 million for the first quarter, compared to an adjusted operating income of 27.5 million prior year's first quarter. So far, yeah, crazy. Net income. This is have we? Yeah. Anyways, net income was 389.6 million for the first quarter compared to net income of 44.8 million for the prior year's first quarter. Like close to 10x. Like this is nuts. This is nuts. And we'll look more in a little bit. Just quickly. Don't want to like spend too much time on this, but I'll include the link so you can read it yourself if you're curious about reading balance sheets. But essentially, so total cash equivalents, marketable securities, digital assets, related receivables, and collateral pledged for derivative assets were 9.7 billion at the close of the first quarter, which includes 8.4 billion of cash equivalents, and marketable securities. They have a war chest essentially, and they're ready to deploy it if they want to buy eBay, which I think they will eventually get it, or use that as like a little bit of a Kansas City shuffle and make money off it still. So whichever way it goes, I believe in Cohen to pull it off. Let's look at here compared to okay, yeah, compared to 6.4 billion in the prior year's first quarter. So that's crazy. Yeah, 1 billion collateral pledge for derivative assets during the quarter, approximately half a billion in digital assets and receivables. And this part, this next little bullet point here is honestly is nuts. On June 2nd, which is today, the company's board of directors unanimously approved a discretionary 2 billion share repurchase authorization through till June 2nd of 2029. So replacing their previous authorization from March 2019, which they had what was it, 100 mil share repurchase. So they 20x their billion share repurchase program essentially. So it's from now until June 2nd, 2019. You know, whenever there's a dip or something like that, they can just boom scoop it up at a discount. Essentially taking away from any like previous dilutions, let's say. So okay, we got that. And then like this is nuts. I don't know. You guys can like read this on your own if you want, but just all the numbers, like comparing gross profits up almost 100 mil. Even like so their expenses went down from before, and they still made like insane amounts. And this is on top of all the store closings that they were doing to, because those stores weren't making profits. So well, why keep them around? You know. And it's not even just the physical stores. It's essentially just the digitals and the collectibles. Yeah, there's so much to unpack here. Like look at this. Basic income per share is 0.87 compared to 0.10 of last year. Like it's 0.66 to 0.09. Like this ER was a surprise drop. It was supposed to be scheduled for like some time next week. But I don't know, good news early and then maybe even better news later. We'll see. Something's cooking. So you can even look here in their assets, like just compare the numbers. I'm not gonna go into this too much, but nuts. So yeah, that's kind of what spiked this, and I'm pretty sure this was just algorithmic trading, anyways. So we'll see what happens on the open tomorrow, anyways. I was gonna buy some at like 2080 was my price. It was hitting like 2090 today, so I should have just done it anyways. But that's all right. But that's enough about GameStop. Yeah, and just some other tickers I'm looking at right now. I won't go into these at all. Just gonna name them, and then if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. But do your own research for everything I say in general. But these are monsters to watch for. Okay, these are monsters to watch for. We first on the list Celsius Holdings. I'm sure you know of it by now. They have a ton of other drinks associated purchased. Yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot about any of these. I'm just gonna keep going. Rapid fire BBAI. Okay, watch out for this one. I know it's an AI kind of ticker, like may remind you of the .com bubble where everything was .com, but this one is one to watch out for. Elf Beauty. Every like ask your girl, ask your girl's mom, your mom. Like everyone knows what Elf Beauty is. They have some products, but not even about that. It's just going to be a monster. Yeah, the numbers look crazy. The growth is crazy. You can do all of this research on your own. I'm just going to provide you the tickers. ServiceNow. I mean, I know I should have talked about it earlier, but and I was looking at it when it was 90, but for some reason I didn't want to buy it. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. Trump stock as well. Jensen Huang, which is CEO of NVIDIA, talking about it, pumping it. Everyone's pumping this actually, so this is gonna be crazy in the future. And I know it's kind of expensive, but here, if you go with NOWL, it's like a 2x leverage stock. you can get it for cheap. I wouldn't hold this long term, just because it's a 2x daily ETF. So it has path decay, if you know what that is. But still, like if you buy it at these lows, like you buy it like earlier, you can make monster gains on this. Moving on, SMR. If you know Oklo, you might know SMR, nuclear stock, and this one is setting up to be crazy as well. So keep an eye out. Okay, moving on to SOFI. I'm sure you've heard of this as well. It's like yeah, the numbers are insane. What's his name? Anthony Noto, CEO, is an interesting guy. I think he can steer this to. If he doesn't screw anything up, this is a monster as well in the making. So keep an eye out for this. Yeah, these are not. And then like I'm not in most of these, but I'm just kind of looking for good entry. This one I just found recently. Defense, drone, stuff like that. If you're into it. As well as mining, kind of lithium stock, also Trump stock, FYI. BlackBerry has just been going on a rampage recently. Look at that, almost 200, almost 300%. If you were accumulating at these lows, yeah, insane. Let me just give you some more while we're at it. These are going to be long-term up plays. Let's look at Nike. I know Tim Apple has been loading up. Nike, everyone knows Nike. It's not a, trust me, it's not a zero stock. So this will go up. Has a little bit of a divvy. Yeah, there's always some talks about it, but it was in a downtrend for quite a long time. I think it's due for a recovery. Maybe not now, maybe not in a few months. But eventually this is a good price to kind of look into it. I'm trying to get it in at 40, something like that. Let's give you a few more. Let's go Lululemon. This has been beaten down as well. And like I know it's 120, but what's it called? If you have LULG, I think is a 2x, a lot cheaper. You can get it in at a very cheap price. Again, path decay, so be careful. Let me give you, if you're into crypto, you don't have to buy crypto. You could buy crypto-related stocks. Coinbase, if you're buying crypto, I'm sure you know what Coinbase is. Again, there's always there's CONL, which is 2x leveraged. Obviously, it'll make you a lot more, but it has that path decay that I was talking about with all these 2x because yeah, it basically tracks the daily percentage price. So look into it. Trade desk. TTD also beaten down. So I'm giving you like kind of interesting like value plays potentially. There's also TTDU for the 2x. So, and this one has just been going up and down, But like, I mean, you buy it at these levels, it goes here, you're instantly 20%. Like, I mean, yeah, do what you will. I'm just giving you the tickers, not financial advice, of course. What is there was another one I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, CHWY. This one is at insanely good levels. I want to get in around 20. Maybe somewhere there, 2019, 20, yeah, around those levels, and hold it long term because if you're also into technicals, there's some crazy technicals on this that are just screaming buy. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if I should make more. I just figured it'd be easier. This will serve as like a time capsule. I'll look at this in like a year from now. See what the prices are. See if should have bought or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave a link for this in the bio. So take it easy, everyone, and have a nice day.